Inside the New York town invaded by welfare-addicted Jews. This is a banger new video by Tyler Oliveira.
You work for Hamas?
I don't want my kids to play in the house of a secular guy.
This is Curious Joel.
You're a goyim fatigue. One of my favorite pastimes as of recent is just inserting goy in front of every single word. And I'm allowed to do that because I'm a Gentile. I can reclaim that word. I am the goyim because I am not Jewish.
A village of 44,000 Hasidic Jews in upstate New York that primarily speak Yiddish have an average of 7 kids per family.
How many kids do most people have out here?
17, 18.
How do they afford 17, 18 kids? It's one of the poorest towns in America.
So, for all of you non-New Yorkers out there, imagine not being from New York. That's crazy. New York is home to probably the largest Jewish population in the world, specifically Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan. But this is upstate. This is their own ethnic conclave away from the madness of the city.
America, with 40% living beneath the federal poverty line, many men here are religiously studying the Torah full-time and heavily rely on public assistance and welfare in the form of Medicaid, housing vouchers, food stamps, and cash aid to support their giant families that God commanded them to have. And the village enforces strict gender roles, modest
I remember when I was like 16, I had my first political thought and I absolutely melted a liberal's brain. I was like, you believe in feminism, right? You want equal rights for women? Yeah, how about them? And then I pointed, not in public, but I was hypothetically like, you know, these religions are pretty repressive with the women. So the liberal was at a crossroads. Freedom of religion, feminism, women's rights. Absolutely frazzled and dazzled. Folded like a lawn chair.
Codes and sends their kids to private religious schools. And why is it okay for Jewish people to live together in a homogenous Jew-only community, but it's illegal when white people try to build their own?
Well, first of all, we already covered that video, and that's because they have no swag. The Jews are fitted the fuck up. Let's be real here. No, I'm playing. If you want the real answer, it's because we live in a post-World War II society. That's pretty much it.
Up to Curious Joel myself to see what's going on.
Welcome to Curious Joel, a traditional community of modesty and values. In keeping with our traditions and religious customs, we kindly ask that you dress and behave in a modest way while visiting our community. This includes wearing long skirts or pants, covered necklines, sleeves past the elbow, use appropriate language, maintain gender separation in all public areas.
Why do they kind of look like me, though?
Thank you for respecting our values. Let's pop in here and say shalom. Lots of people praying. Hi, shalom.
So, I'm not going to pick and choose what I'm okay and not okay with. My values are pretty simple across the board. I, personally, am not a fan of ethno-conclaves. You want to know why? Because they always wind up min-maxing soy-ciety. It's true. Whatever the easiest path of resistance is, it gets abused, and then they claim from a Marxist power structure dynamic that they are somehow the victim. Now, I'm not just talking about Jews here. I'm talking about this as a concept, whether it be racism, xenophobia, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia. It just happens.
Okay, so it says entrance for members only. Not sure what it takes to
Why is everyone supposed to assimilate but them? And that is the royal them. Doesn't just mean Jewish, Somalian, whoever. It's like the dumbest loophole. They cling to traditional religion, and they essentially live in a theocracy, and we're just supposed to be okay with it.
A member? What does it take to be a member? Do I have to be Jewish to enter? Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the schedule exactly, but 9 o'clock sharp, they're not at work. What is this? Okay, so I guess everyone's praying right now. So you gotta wonder what these people do for employment. You'll notice the Mexicans out here are doing the hard labor, and the Jewish people, I'm not sure what they do.
Astute observation, Tyler.
We can ask this guy. Excuse me. What do most people do for work out here? You don't know? All right, cold shoulder. Question for you, sir. How long do people pray per day?
maybe this hour.
Okay, what do people do for work?
I'm not a news reporter. We have to
Okay, what do you do for work?
These are simple questions.
Okay, you don't want to talk? How many hours a day do they pray?
3 hours a day.
Do people have 9 to 5s?
Yes.
Like, what industries are they involved in here?
Construction or other type of
Really? Interesting.
industries.
And what do you do?
I'm a student and also I'm doing home care.
What are you studying?
I'm studying Torah.
Torah?
Yes.
How old are you?
Our holy Torah.
And who pays for education?
Torah. It's the first 5 books of the Bible. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy.
I try to work on overtime.
Overtime?
Yes.
Where do you work overtime?
I work home care.
Home care?
Night, yes.
Is it like, do you have kids?
I have kids, yes.
How many kids?
3.
How do you afford to raise 3 kids while being a student?
Because I work very hard. I want to study the Torah. I'm very proud.
How do you afford to study?
Isn't assimilation just becoming like the heritage population's ethnic and religious customs? Not saying it's bad to assimilate, though. Well, in terms of America, there was once this idea of what it means to be an American. That has gone out the window. If you want me to explain what that is, we can go a little bit deeper, but it's pretty self-explanatory.
The Torah, though.
God help me.
Does the American taxpayer help you too?
Also, yes.
Yeah. How many people out here are on like welfare in the form of like housing assistance or Section 8 or EBT, SNAP, Medicare?
Yes, yes, yes.
And that allows you to study the Torah?
Yes.
And raise your kids?
Yes. Yes, thank
And
you.
how many kids do most people have out here?
17, 18.
How do they
17, 18? Wow. They are pumping out units.
afford 17, 18 kids?
They are proud to do what the Torah says, that you need to be multiple and fruitful.
Wow. And do you think there's welfare abuse in the community out here?
No.
No, because they actually have the kids?
Yes.
They have the kids. Do they get taxed?
When I talk about Americanism, right? Teddy Roosevelt has a great quote. I'll pull it up. So these are the core principles of Roosevelt's Americanism. Unified loyalty and assimilation. Immigrants must fully assimilate, shedding foreign loyalties to become American and nothing but American. Divided allegiance was seen as detrimental, creating a tangle of squabbling nationalities. Civic duty and participation. True Americanism demands active political involvement beyond just voting, working practically and honorably for the nation's good. National spirit. Americanism is about spirit, conviction, and purpose, not birthplace or creed. A person of foreign origin fully embracing the American identity is equal to a native-born citizen. The strenuous life. An American embodies victorious effort. In other words, rugged individualism, facing life's challenges with courage and hard work, contributing to the nation's greatness. Equality and unity. While demanding assimilation, Roosevelt insisted on equal treatment for those who fully embraced American identity, condemning discrimination based on origin. Roosevelt believed America was a new nation forged from diverse stocks, requiring all to become unified citizens with one flag, one language, English, and one loyalty to the Republic, working together for national strength and greatness. Now, if that's not the most based analysis I've ever heard in my entire life, I don't know what is. I understand that I will glaze Teddy Roosevelt forever, but he deserves it. If you want the actual quote, in the first place, we should insist that if the immigrant who comes here in good faith becomes an American and assimilates himself to us, he shall be treated on exact equality with everyone else, for it is an outrage to discriminate against any such man because of creed or birthplace or origin. But this is predicated upon the person becoming in every facet an American and nothing but an American. There can be no divided allegiance here. Any man who says he's an American but something else also isn't an American at all. We have room for but one flag, the American flag. We have room for but one language here, and that is the English language. And we have room for but one sole loyalty, and that is the loyalty to the American people. Now, I understand that sounds nationalistic and patriotic, but I can hear the bald eagle screeching in the distance.
Credits for the kids?
What they get, but they are all doing to keep our Torah, yes.
Keep the Torah.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on people out there who can barely afford to have one kid?
If they want, they can have one, but if God's given them more, it's very proud.
Okay, shout out God.
Yes.
Okay.
One thing, we are very against the state of Israel. It's a very big problem for us.
So you guys don't approve of a state of Israel before the Messiah comes, right?
Yes. Zionism is not Judaism. It's a very other thing.
Question for you, sir. What do you do for work out here? Are you on the phone? Or are you listening to the radio? Okay. Damn, it's tough to get some answers out of folks. What do you do for work?
I wonder if they have an Eruv here. You guys know about the Eruv? The Manhattan Eruv is a nearly invisible symbolic boundary, primarily made of fishing line and existing utility wires that encircles most of Manhattan, allowing observant Jews to carry items like keys, strollers, or food in public spaces during Shabbat, treating the whole area as one large private domain. That actually exists, by the way. It's essentially fishing wire, making a border around Manhattan. I'm not kidding. It allows them to stack their inventory on Shabbat.
Nothing.
How do you make money?
My wife.
Your wife? What does she do for work?
So I talked about this in another stream, but I'll bring it up again. I had a conversation, a philosophical one, with one of my close friends. And we were talking about priests, brothers, primarily of the Catholic faith, and how, although they live a life of asceticism, a monk-like journey, they kinda do nothing. Now listen, I was raised Catholic, but let me explain. You get free room and board, free food, the church doesn't pay taxes, maybe you're helping the community and interpersonal relationships. Sure, I'm not saying it's not productive, I'm just saying there's a lot of people out here that are breaking their back, contributing to society, giving their lifeblood and essence. And that is fundamentally different than, say, using religion for whatever sort of material purpose. That's an L take. That's your opinion. I think it's an interesting take.
What is this?
Interview. Good to meet you. For YouTube.
Like, we're finding out right here that he's asking them, what do you do for work? He's not really getting a clear answer. And this will go on to talk about welfare and various handouts. I'm gonna be real, studying a book is not really a job.
So your wife works and you study the Torah?
Have a good day.
How many kids do you have?
Have a good day.
How many children do you have? Okay, thank you. Well, that was fascinating. Excuse me, do you study Torah?
Study then?
Torah?
No.
What do you do for work? Do you have a job? Does your wife work? Are you a student of the Torah?
Yes.
Do you work a job for money?
I?
Yeah.
No.
Does your wife?
Yes.
She does. Does your wife go to work to make money and you study Torah?
Where are you?
Tyler, good to meet you. I'm just doing a YouTube video about
Who are you? I'm an op.
this place. I find it fascinating.
I don't have time. I have to.
But where are you going if you don't work?
I study.
Do you study? And does your wife work? What industry does she work in? Teaching, education,
Teaching.
children? And how do you afford the kids if you don't work? Your wife? Okay, thank you. Sounds like a great setup. Damn, I might have to get in on that. Excuse me, what do women work at here? What jobs do women...
So if you don't see the problem with what I just elucidated, if you were to extrapolate this community to the fabric of America as it is, I don't think it would work as a country. You see what I'm saying? If everyone was smoking weed, playing video games, and gooning, we wouldn't get much done.
women work in here? Is it mostly childcare? Okay, cold shoulder. Do you work a job as well as raise the kids? Did the women raise the kids in? Okay, tough to talk to the women out here. How do people afford to have families? So like as you raise baby, do you also go to...
And this is where we run into another problem ideologically with your boy Philion. I'm not a fan of ethnocentrism. God's chosen people, Israel, Palestine, both religions and ethnicities believe it's their holy land. That is never going to be solved.
Work at some point? What do you do for work? Do you study the Torah for a living?
Is that not inherently supremacist? Dude, if I'm a Goyim and you're a Jew, technically I'm out. What is my purpose as a Goyim? What the fuck? Am I a Shabbos Goy?
Do you study the Torah? Do you work a job? No? Does your wife work a job? Are you a student? Do you work? Are you a student?
What do you mean? You don't get paid for reading and doing hobbies? Nah, I don't. I wish I did, though. Seems nice.
Man, I can't do this anymore. Question for you. Do you study Torah? Do you study the Torah? Excuse me, sir. Do you study the Torah? Hey. Oh, you speak on his behalf? How do you know that? Get on
Inherently unfriendly.
out of here. He said he doesn't want to give an interview. How would he know? Do they communicate telepathically via hive mind? Hi. Tyler, yes. How are you, my friend? How are you
Let's
doing?
go. He found a quest giver.
Yes.
Wow.
How are you? You want to say hi?
Independent journalist.
Yes.
Lucy, you want to say hi? No.
Okay, how are you doing?
Hey, shit, this office.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about this place?
Sure, we grow up here.
Okay.
It's a very nice place.
Yeah, and it's mostly Hasidic Jews?
Yes,
Okay.
it's only Hasidic Jews.
And it's one of the most biggest growing towns, right? By percentage?
It's the biggest in the
Big families, too.
Big families, right?
How do people afford to have such big families out here?
It's. I'm not saying anything.
What do you mean? How do they have such big families?
We believe in God, that
Believe in God?
created that.
Okay. Hey, thanks for saying hi, my friend.
I don't know who you are.
I mean, he knows. Somebody's paying for this.
My name's Tyler Oliveira.
I don't talk to suspicious persons.
How am I suspicious?
I don't know who you are.
Damn, ouch, that hurt my feelings. Do you study Torah? Or do you work a job or own business?
Everybody here works a job.
Well, that's not true. What's up?
That's literally not true.
Torah and their work.
That's not true. That's a lie. That's not true.
Suspicious person.
That's not true. I've talked to people, they said some of them just study the Torah. They told me themselves.
Well, some.
So who's the liar? I understand that. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know who you are.
I'm just asking questions. How many children do you have?
You work for Hamas?
Very suspicious persons.
I'm a journalist. I'm just exploring. YouTube vlogger. I don't work for Hamas. He said, do you work for Hamas? What? Okay, so this is the most beautiful $10 million synagogue right here. It is quite nice. Let's see if anyone wants to talk. Hello. Are most people here rabbis? 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 Are you guys rabbis?
No.
Okay.
What?
Do most of them work as... Yes, hello. I'm asking men what they do for a living out here. Are most people
What
here...
What number?
Oh, just my name, Tyler. I'm just asking Hasidic Jews out here because I know
No, not for you.
What do you mean?
Be gone, Goyim.
People are not gonna answer you because
What do most men do here for work? Is it they study the Torah?
no, most people are working in Amazon like this.
CNN? No, I just have a YouTube channel.
The mere presence of a goyim was sufficient to raise suspicion. Question for you.
Yo, this is the most cartoonish shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
What do most men do for work here? Are they rabbis? This is working? No. What do they do? Because I'm trying to talk to people, just figure out what the main industry is.
A lot of things.
Can you give me some ideas?
Oh, go outside.
Okay, thank you. I'm trying to talk to folks like you, how you make your money and afford to raise your families.
Rolls.
What?
54 rolls.
But then I finally met this guy who gave me some wisdom.
Help me out.
Everything people do.
What do you do for a living?
Billboards.
How long does the prayer last? And when do people go to work?
People go from 9 o'clock in the morning, from 6 o'clock in the morning until the night.
So how do they pay their bills?
How they pay the bills? By working.
Well, when do they work if they're praying all day?
Something is not adding up here.
Not praying all day. So you have a lot of people coming in the morning and going into work, then coming back to pray. You have a lot of people coming in the morning to pray. They have people just waking up late.
I see,
From
okay.
having a big
Different
community.
schedules. So you own a billboard company?
Yes,
How do people afford to have like 10 kids out here?
the community is based on this.
Pray for money, money will come from the heavens.
Okay, so is it wealthy members of the community give charity?
Yes, mostly. That's the way.
Are most people on Medicaid, SNAP, EBT? Just be honest.
I don't know. I can't speak for other people.
What about you?
I'm not going to tell about myself.
Okay.
A lot of these folks have business there.
That's a yes.
Not all of them. Some of them.
But there's a lot of you guys, right?
Some of them are being supported by community
Okay.
members.
What's the big industry for women out here? Is it childcare? Because I noticed
So I think it's important to kind of put yourself in an outsider's shoes, which I guess we all are. It can be frustrating to see how other people just get the necessities apparently taken care of. It just doesn't seem fair in many ways.
Mexicans seem to work like retail, construction. Many men will tell me my wife works, but I do not.
That's not true.
That's what they told me, though. They themselves.
First 2 years of the first 2 years after they get married.
Okay.
Only the first 2 years.
Okay.
And then they go work. Most men.
Okay, all right. How many kids do you have? I'm going to guess you have 13? They all vote unanimously in favor for it. Look at this. There's a car accident every 5 seconds. Some of the driving out here is horrendous. It's truly terrible. What do the Jewish people here do for work, from what you've seen? Do they just pray, or?
No. So yes, they pray every single day and they walk every single day after this matter.
After they pray, they go to work?
Yeah. They drive in school bus and transit bus.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
But that's like inbuilt for their own community, though. It's like a closed feedback loop.
you guys do for work here? Do you guys have like businesses, like work a job? Do you guys study Torah?
I have a job.
What do you do?
I'm in sales.
Are you lying to me? Just the way you looked at him, I'm just like, what? Is it just ink? What do you do?
I'm doing sales.
What do you sell?
Food.
Dude, they're looking at each other for fucking answers.
Keep looking at him. Okay. What food do you sell?
Chocolates.
What? I feel like I'm getting banned.
Yeah, bro. That's not suspicious at all.
Boozled right here. I don't understand the look back there. Do most women raise their households and then they work afterwards?
Some, not most.
Some. Okay. Like what percentage? Half?
Maybe half.
Maybe half?
Usually when they
Do the women ever get like a choice in anything? Or am I noticing?
study, they do just that.
Okay.
The ones who work study in the morning and late afternoon, and in the evening.
To be fair, I have seen people who work bus driver jobs, some people doing something in the shop, sort of managing the shop. The construction and hard labor seems to be exclusively executed by the Mexicans. Excuse me, miss. Do women work and raise the kids out here?
Sometimes.
Do the men work or do they study the Torah? The sheer density of minivans out here is a phenomenon in and of itself. Excuse me. What do you do for a living? Okay. What do you do for work? What do you do for a living, sir?
Yo, this whole video is just one question.
Tough scene. Excuse me. What do you do for a living? Excuse me, what do you do for work?
A student.
You're a student. You're old, though.
I follow you on YouTube.
There we go. So you got to answer this puzzle for me, then. What do people do for work out here?
We do construction, we do everything.
Do people spend hours praying in the synagogue, and then they...
Maybe, but I don't know.
Work afterwards? Do the women raise the kids, and that's all they do, or do they work as well?
They work as well. The men also raise their kids.
Wow.
We just don't bother nobody. Whatever normal people is doing,
Yeah.
we're doing.
Okay.
But we're doing it mostly in the kosher way. Instead of selling to general supermarkets.
I see.
For example, I sell.
Yo, me and the homies hate kosher slaughter. You guys know about that? Similar to halal in Islam, but traditionally when you kill an animal, it's humane to stun it first so that it doesn't writhe in pain. Kosher is different because there is a swift cut to the throat of a fully conscious, healthy animal with a razor-sharp, nick-free knife, severing major arteries for rapid exsanguination.
I'm in the kosher food I sell for kosher supermarkets.
What I'm hearing is they'll gladly take money out of the American tax.
And halal, pretty much same thing. They face the animal towards Mecca, shwing, and then they yell Allahu Akbar. I'm not kidding. I'm not being ironic, but the animal is fully conscious.
Ways to support their lifestyle, and if they do start a business, it'll most likely accommodate and service Jews.
We don't bother nobody. We don't kill.
This is true. No violence out here.
No violence.
No drugs.
No drugs. No stealing. No thing. No nothing.
I've only seen bad drivers, though.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because we have so much. We have like 10
Why is stunning it not kosher? Because it must feel everything.
children. We're all too busy. That's why we were upset by driving. We're getting nervous. That's the biggest violence you'll find by us. One day a year, it's called Purim. That
party.
We dance. People getting drunk. And the biggest good thing about that we're giving donations for other people.
Oh, that's right.
Do you know how much money goes out in this village?
I'm going to guess millions.
Millions. And that's without being so polite, keeping open the doors.
I mean, the actual answer is because it's a ritualistic sacrifice.
It's a thing on
Gentile behavior.
yeah, right. No, not Gentile. It's a,
Some goy
but
behavior.
you're not going, I can see it.
I'm goyim.
No, you're not going. You're a Yid. Going back, you're a Yiddish kid.
Okay.
Are you a Yid?
I'm goyim.
Can you show me your license?
I know that you guys don't support Zionism, or you guys don't support the
They don't want to interact with outsiders. Yeah, I mean, that much is obvious.
Jewish state until the Messiah is here, right?
Exactly. They are not the Jewish people. They are not us, and we are not them. They are not
That
Jewish.
hairline is cooked, just let it go. This is what we call the ignore wood. You just pretend it doesn't exist, and then you're chilling.
At all. The state of Israel is a secular state, same as Japanese, but they call themselves Jewish people. They don't obey no laws. They're taking out kids from the yeshiva, sending them to draft to army to fight Hamas, which they create the problem. If they would listen to the Torah, the whole war wouldn't be.
How do people afford to have so many kids here?
They don't afford, we help each other. We open 2 groceries called Maitiv. We're giving them 50% discount. Just giving you one example.
Yeah, I could get a discount too?
Yes, because the store is...
Really? Yo, I'm gonna start grocery shopping up here, bro. The hell? Curious Joel, here I come.
Usually made for everybody.
The one thing I am curious about though is the welfare use.
Both the federal or whatever the state, they're both spending equal
State-run grocery store, is that true?
money for other people. The only difference is over here, the money is being spent for us in our mouth to eat, and in Bronx, it's being spent for the NYPD to find fight.
Are you on welfare?
No.
Do you know anyone on welfare here?
I won't comment on that question.
Come on.
How should I answer the
You own a
question?
shop. You own a supermarket, basically. So you would know. Give me a rough estimate if
No,
you can.
no.
Why not?
No, I'm not.
But why?
I'm not gonna comment.
Why? Why is that the stickler?
Because I can't answer you a simple.
You can give me a rough estimate though, just ballpark.
What do you think? And
I'm
I'll
gonna guess 33%.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, 1/3.
That's probably about on average throughout the U.S. That's not terrible.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to figure out how people afford to raise 10 plus kids on sometimes single income households.
We don't spend so much money for each kid.
Humble living. Okay? Like how many kids per family?
10, 12, 14, 15.
Woo.
That's a lot of fucking.
That's huge. And how do people afford to have such big families out here?
Working. I don't
Working?
know.
Like what do people do for work out here?
What to do? Brokerage,
Brokerage?
construction,
Okay.
teaching in school.
Okay, teach.
I watched a Netflix show about Hasidic Judaism. I forget the name of it, but it dramatized some of the events that women go through specifically in trying to leave. It was a good show. It was a limited series. It was like 6 episodes. Some fucked up shit happens in the bedroom. That's all I'm saying.
Teaching, school, construction. What percentage of people do you think are on like
Let me clarify that. When a woman has a discharge, her discharge being blood from her body, she shall remain in her impurity 7 days. Whoever touches her shall be unclean until evening. And if a man lies with her, her impurity is communicated to him. He shall be unclean 7 days. And any bedding on which he lies shall become unclean. It's known as the nida.
like welfare, Medicaid? A lot?
Latvia, big people.
Okay. Okay. What do they do?
That is Leviticus. That's elite ball knowledge.
What I do?
Yeah, what do you do for work?
I'm a student.
Student? Okay, how old are you?
That's very late to me.
I see. Thank you. Would you like to be interviewed?
I know can professional English, so.
You speak English? Any English? No? Okay. Tough to find someone that speaks English.
So, like I said, in America, in 2026, you don't have to learn the English language. There's no incentive for you to do so. Everyone is expected to get along and assimilate, except those who don't want to.
It's tough to find anyone besides the Mexicans out here at work. These guys are looking at their phones half the time too. I'm a little bit confused. And why is everyone on the smart or on the flip phone? Are they actually speaking to someone? Like, are you actually on the phone with someone?
Yes.
Oh, you are. Okay. Some people I hear are on the radios.
Could be.
Okay. Pregunta. Este ciudad Jews
Yes.
solo
Yes, only the Jews.
and las personas
This guy does not look Jewish.
Hispanic trabaja por construcción.
Yes.
Jews trabaja en construcción aquí o no?
Only the Hispanics.
Hispanics? Okay.
Ah! Let's go.
Thank you, my friend. Okay, so this is sort of a well-known fact, but it's good to hear from him that the Hispanics are working the construction out here and the Jews are living here. You work in the medical industry.
Yes.
And you help someone who's elderly or
Well, it's for pediatrics.
pediatrics.
It's a private office for Dr. Wurzberger.
Okay, I've noticed that seemingly only Hispanics are out here working.
Yes.
And I have not seen many of the Jewish people here working.
Yeah.
Do you know
It's like indentured servitude, bro.
what's going on there?
That I don't know, but we do have a few coworkers also that are
Okay.
Jewish. But I have noticed that also.
I'm trying to figure out how you guys afford to have so many kids, though.
I mean,
I see all these Mexican workers, too.
personally,
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
You're struggling? Yeah.
It's not easy. Most
Okay.
of the people I know are.
Are most people who have this amount of kids on forms of welfare, like SNAP, Medicaid, housing assistance, that sort of thing?
a lot of people. I'm not,
Yeah.
I can't talk for others, and I don't know.
Do you think?
Have
So Tyler knows the answer at this point. He just wants them to admit it.
I mean,
Yeah.
for sure they are eligible for.
Like tax credits for the kids, right?
Yeah, they're eligible more for whatever, for low income, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Because you have that many kids.
Like Section 8 waivers for stuff like this?
Something like.
Yeah. So, do most people work jobs out here? Or is it kind of just raising their kids?
As far as I know, yes. I mean, the woman will raise her kids, and most of the men will work.
And the women raise the kids full time?
Most of them. There are some women who will work part time, and less women
Yeah.
work full time. But it's very hard to work when you have kids.
Right. Could I move here as a non-Hasidic Jew? Would I be able to, though? That's my real question.
No. And I mean, why would you want to do that?
Because I've heard it's practically impossible.
It's not true.
It's not true?
No, nobody can stop you. You're not gonna be comfortable.
I get that, but would someone actually rent or sell me a house out here as a non-Hasidic Jew? Unlikely, right?
Yo, I knew this video was just gonna piss me off.
Unlikely maybe. I can't.
Okay.
I don't own a house.
Sure.
To rent you to ask you this question.
Yeah.
But the point is that everybody lives wherever they want to.
Sure.
Like the same as I live here. Nobody told me, hey, you have to live here. I live here because I want to live here. Correct?
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you're gonna, if a secular guy is going to move here and he's gonna be uncomfortable, I don't want my kids should play in the house of a secular guy.
Oh my God. Why is this? They're just allowed to be xenophobic, racist, whatever, bro. This is elite level rage bait. It's rules for thee, not for me. It's so fucking annoying.
Because the reason why I want to live here because I want to be religious.
I see.
I want my kids should be religious.
Sure. That makes sense.
I don't hate them. I love
Yeah.
them.
No, that's reasonable.
Dude, replace that with any other signifier. Yeah, I just don't want my kids mingling with black children. Like, you can't, what? That's fucked. And it's not because I don't like them. It's just, you know.
Yeah. Have you heard of the all-white community in the Ozarks?
I know, yeah.
Would you agree with them doing that?
I don't know. I don't want to live there. The point is not this.
But you think they should be allowed to do so, though, right?
I have a lot of opinions.
Do you think they should?
As I told you, you have to sit down.
Oh man, Art, you're a complicated guy. Could I buy a house there?
Religion acts as a convenient cover for a lot of bullshit.
Would they let me?
Legally, I think you.
Legally, I could, but they wouldn't, right?
It's a good question.
How they will deal with that?
Why is everyone so busy? Back to the video.
No speak English.
None?
I just answered in perfect English.
I was going around. My drone captured the most dangerous people in the city. Bad drivers. But real quick, the sponsor of this video pulled out once they learned what the topic was. If you want to support the channel, get access to these videos early, and watch never before seen content I can't upload on YouTube, go subscribe to my Patreon at patreon.com/Tyler Oliveira for $5 a month. Back to the video.
I have $500. If you want, I can give you.
Hi, sir. He said that he gave me $500.
And go check it out.
You can call the police. They'll make a police report.
It doesn't pay.
$500?
To be fair, Philion, secular is a choice, not being black. Well, the interesting thing with Judaism and Islam is that they're both ethno-religions. So you have this Venn diagram, this overlap of cultural values, morality, ethics, way of life that transcends and bleeds into the religion. So they're like inseparable.
Come on, man.
Will you give me $2,000?
I don't have
I'm going to give you
$2,000.
change.
I don't have $2,000.
Oh, if
the
it were me, I
policeman.
would just call the police, get the police report, and handle it through his insurance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's some damage.
And if Tyler were to convert to Judaism, I don't think that they would treat him the same as if he was a natural-born Jewish man. I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, there's going to be a tier list and a hierarchy. You can't convert. Well, that's convenient.
It's right there, $2,000, $3,000 worth is my guess. And just for context, do you live here? You work here? Okay. Wow, look at this, another accident! Oh my God! It just hit. They cannot fucking drive out here. There's a car accident here. They're trying to go outside of insurance. It's a phenomenal style of driving out here that leads to quite a few car accidents, it seems like.
She's concerned that the police might have a really good relationship with the people here.
Oh,
this is interesting, right? Driving, because there's all these stereotypes about driving. I love driving personally, and I think part of America is our driving culture, without a doubt. I mean, the country is massive, and we have highways and roads, and everything is paved, and it's neighborhoods, and you have to learn how to drive. It's integral to live here, unless you literally live in Manhattan. But even still, it blows my mind when people say they can't drive in America. It's something that you grow up doing once you're of age, and then, but the problem is you have people that just like discover driving at the age of 35. They don't have the assertiveness on the road. They don't have any proprioception. They don't know the laws. And then, I mean, how many fender benders, accidents, near-death experiences, and car collisions are a result of just not being adapted to driving?
They probably do. That's why we're going to hold them accountable with the camera. What happened?
I came down over here, and she was over here, and I was waiting, and she started to backing up. I was turning, and
everyone sucks at driving but me. That's true, by the way.
I see. The rest is history.
I need license and registration.
Oh, yeah. He said he's going to give me $2,000 to send me quick pay.
He said he's going to give her $2,000 now, what she was originally asking, so we don't, use the resource.
What about the Haitians in Ohio getting free licenses without a test? Remember that? I don't remember that. Is that true? Hey, yo, Chad, is that real?
And all that.
Okay, I got to ask you a question. How many kids do you have?
7.
7? How do you afford to feed 7 kids out here?
I work 24 hours.
24 hours on the bus? Wow, okay. Big families, hard workers.
God bless your trip.
Thank you.
23 degrees, frozen streets. School bus doesn't give up. No one can drive out here. We got the buses on our ass right now. What is this?
Yo, they're fucking tailing him.
What is this? What? Bro, this driving is insane.
This cannot be real.
What is this fucking idiot in the school bus? Bro, what the fuck? What is this driving? What is this driving?
The way you're driving.
You're trying to kill us out here.
You were driving below the speed limit.
No, we weren't.
25.
You need to learn how to drive. You're gonna get your kids killed in here. You're gonna get these kids killed. An irresponsible school bus driver. And if you walk through the neighborhood, you'll begin to see the presence of kids everywhere as women give birth to about 7 children on average. Massive families, 7, 8, 9, 10.
If he works for 24 hours, when does he have time to pray? Dude, stop realizing.
Plus kids per family out here. All of these strollers and little kid bikes. Another one. Tons of kids. And then a school bus for those kids. New construction over there.
Dude, that bus was cooking, bro.
More houses being built, foundation being laid. Some of these houses are quite nice. I imagine there are massive families inside them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
It doesn't matter what religion it is. Amish, the Mennonites, different Christian sects, Judaism, Islam. The baby factoryification of women in a modern secular society really rubs me the wrong way. I understand that reproduction is important, but so is individual freedom and autonomy, and it just seems like the women don't have that.
Wheeled toys for the kids. Can I ask you, how large is your family?
1.
And do most families have, how many kids do they have? Most families.
5, 10.
Phil went woke. It's almost as if I was never a right-wing grifter all along.
5, 10. How do they pay for that many kids? You don't know? What is your job?
I need a 24-hour Philion stream. If this guy can work 24 hours a day, you definitely can. So true, dude.
The Bible.
You read the Bible?
It's very late for me.
For the kids? What is your job? Like, what do you do to make money?
My wife is working.
Okay, your wife works?
Yeah, I have no time.
What do you do for work?
Time is money, friend. And he's out. It's getting very late. It's 3:58 p.m.
Okay, all right, busy man. Thank you.
I'm a family of 6.
Okay, nice.
And I do handiwork.
Okay. Do most
Hell yeah, entrepreneur.
people out here work?
He's LLC maxing.
As far as I know, yeah.
Okay. What percentage of this whole town is children? Maybe like half?
No, more than that.
More than half?
Yeah, because if you can have like 15 children in a family, automatically it's much more than half.
And last question for you. Are most families out here on any form of welfare, like Section 8, SNAP, Medicaid, housing assistance?
Most families?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say so, not as far as I know.
Are you?
I have Medicaid, but
Okay.
I have my own business and I make my money fair and square.
Respect. Okay, we got the Crown Sterling right here. Hello. Can I interview as a local business owner? I'm trying to ask people about their business out here and how life is in Kiryas Yol.
Which kind of stores do you take?
I just want to interview anyone who owns a store out here.
Where is it going?
On YouTube.
It's working now?
Yeah.
I have a question. I wear glasses. I remember the day that I found out I had to wear them, I was really pissed off. 8th grade math class, couldn't see the fucking board. Now I have the option to wear contacts. It's just slapping these on and always keeping my soy blockers near me. It's easy. It's more convenient. I don't know if this is anecdotal, but why do so many of them wear glasses?
Excuse me.
No? Okay. Oh, man. Okay, so you don't want to be interviewed.
Delete this file.
I cannot delete it, but I will walk away. Are you sure you don't want to be interviewed?
I can sue you.
You can sue me? What? You went from this to this? You went nuclear.
I'm going to sue you.
What? He's gonna sue me? Come on.
Due to intense, prolonged study of religious texts, leading to high rates of myopia, nearsightedness, from focusing closely on books. Is that true? They one-shot themselves by studying too much? Yo! Why does that make perfect sense? I don't know if that's true, but I believe you. Not very helpful knowledge inside what they are reading there. Dude, I don't know. I have no idea. I can't explain this.
Look at this driving. My God. This terrible driving skill is a testament to the dense population. My God.
I mean, part of the reason is it's an insular culture. It is a fish tank by design. You cannot apply this to the masses because this is a microcosm within the macrocosm of America and modernized society.
Fascinating way of life.
But despite 40% of the population living beneath the poverty line, I did not have to worry about getting shot or mugged out here by gangsta drug dealers on the corner.
So true. You know, you always get like boomers and Gen X whenever they talk about the generalizations, crime statistics. They're like, you know, nice people. Nice people. It doesn't matter who they're talking about. Nah, they keep to their own, you know. They're hardworking. They're nice people. I've heard that probably about 600 times in my life. Doesn't matter who they're talking about. But to me, that's like the bare minimum. Like not killing each other. That's like not asking a lot. I'm looking for a little bit more here. Okay? Like, why am I not allowed to live here? Why am I seen as less than them? How about we explore those concepts? How about we wrestle with those ideas?
Of every block. In terms of random violence, I think this is the safest place I have ever filmed at. We got is this a flip phone vending machine? Flip phone vending machine? Wow. Instead of liquor stores, they had kosher phone vending machines. And public safety security force.
Is this?
I mean, there's one word that I've been avoiding because I don't know the statistics. But the Middle East has this problem as well. And it has to do with population sizes mingling with each other. Consanguinity.
Funded by the taxpayers, this public safety, all these trucks and whatnot? Yes. Okay, so this is tax.
You know, your cousins, other parts of the world, little more than cousins. Little sus. You're chilling at the family function. Next thing you know, oh, she starts backing it up in a rhombus.
Oh, you're busy, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, of course. Of course you are. Thanks.
And volunteer firefighters and EMS.
Can you show me what's going on in here? Tell me what you guys do.
So basically, we provide coverage for the fire service for the village of Kiryas and the town of Palm Tree.
Let's ask Grok. What are the levels of consanguinity in Hasidic Judaism? Dude, a Mossad agent is going to send a missile to my computer. Where are the police? Well, you don't need police when there's no crime. Okay, this is based in the Torah again, Leviticus 18 and 20, rabbinic interpretations. Parents and children, that's a no-go. Siblings, full or half, no-go. Aunts and nephews, not going to happen. Nieces and uncles, nah. First cousins, hundo P. Second cousins, hell yeah, dude. Uncle, niece, A man may marry his brother or sister's daughter, but a woman may not marry her uncle. That checks out. Aunt nephew is forbidden. I can't hag max with my aunt. What the fuck? I mean, this is much less common today than in the past, largely due to greater awareness. Now, guys, like I said, a lot of other ethnic groups do this as well. I just think, it's not ideal in terms of health.
Okay. Are you a volunteer firefighter?
This is all volunteer fire.
All volunteer work.
Fire department.
And how fast can you guys respond to emergencies, given how tiny the town is?
We have a 90-second response.
90 seconds?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So anyone, even non-Jewish people, you guys will arrive?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Just for the whole community?
Yeah.
Okay, nice, man. Some volunteer work. There's some lessons we can learn. Communal living, helping each other out.
Phil, you seem German Italian. I am a literal mutt. Italian, Irish, German, Czech, Albanian, Finnish, English, and probably Ukrainian. My last name is an ethnonym. It describes a group of people.
Looking out for each other. They even had their own kosher AAA.
So we got the Chevy Suburban, we got a pickup truck, and let me show you the
This is
equipment.
like Jewish AAA or what?
Basically.
But it's community funded, right?
Yes.
Who pays for the trucks?
We have a couple of sponsorships. Collision on the Go is
Okay.
one of our
That's
sponsors.
a local company here?
Yes.
In the area? So, for instance, I do not have to have a AAA membership if I live in Curious Show Up.
We German? Let's hear you're German. Nürburgring. That's the famous track in Germany.
No, you can have our number. We got everything. All the equipment, everything what we need.
Even for the Gentiles?
Whatever you need. You call us, we're
Okay, so
coming
you guys
out.
are helping anyone who calls.
You call us, we go out.
Okay, we're hopping on a call right now. Let's see how this works. Thanks for having me. And what's the call?
What was a flat tire?
Just a community member.
Yeah, just someone called.
Okay, there it is. Okay, so he's already on the job. He got here faster than us. Young volunteer, quick to the work. It would be pretty convenient to...
Yeah, I don't know. I shouldn't say Ukrainian. Maybe you guys know more history than me, but let's get to the bottom of this real quick. There's a specific scene in The Northman when the main character, the protagonist, Amleth, goes to the land of the Rus. Now, my last name is Rus or Rusnak, okay? Now, my ancestors apparently added a C at Ellis Island or whenever as a differentiation, but usually it's spelled R-U-S-N-A-K. But mine is R-U-S-N-A-C-K. The Rusins are a distinct East Slavic people from the Carpathian Mountains, Slovakia, Poland, Ukraine, Hungary, and Romania. Historically known as Ruthenians. They're also known as the Rusnaks. This is my sigil, apparently. All I know is I'm 100% American. So I'm Carpatho-Rusin. Serbia, Slavonia, and Croatia. I mean, these are countries that just don't even exist anymore. Insane lore drop.
Get a flat tire, call up the city, and they just help you out. Imagine that world.
But when I did my DNA test, I believe it was 42% Northwestern European, which includes various countries, 25% like Roman Italian, and then there was a distinction for 25% Greek and Southern Italian, 9% Balkan, and like 1% Finnish. Do with that information what you will.
When you live the same, you look the same, you pray the same, you can do cool shit like that. But at the Curious Show Volunteer EMS, you gotta give respect to all these guys doing volunteer work for the community. Can I pop in?
Sure.
Okay.
And here you go. Here's the food packages. Everybody gets a package of that. Some little chips inside.
All right, this is beautiful. Community unification here and altruism. I like it. And we got to take notes, man. We got to do that for ourselves, for everyone else in America. Take notes. This is beautiful, but it requires some selflessness. It requires some additional work. You're missing hours with the family.
Yeah, I'm not left or right. I just ride the whole fucking eagle, baby. Like Teddy Roosevelt. Make no mistake, I am American.
Family and loved ones and kids to help other people. They have a bigger picture approach here, and they look at the community as a whole.
My German is great. Appreciate you, dude.
How many school buses are here?
The town, over 100.
Over 100.
Don't want them here. This sounds bad.
Danky.
Wait, but isn't it public property?
No, it's not about
No, this is a privately owned lot with publicly funded buses?
Yes.
Oh, it's privately owned buses too.
Privately owned buses too.
And you guys just purchased the buses yourselves?
Self, yeah.
Like who individually? Is it the rabbi?
Who owns the buses?
Okay, the rabbi buys the buses. Am I stupid? Then who buys the fucking buses then? If it's a stupid question. Well, who's the boss of the town? Of what?
Who's the mayor? Take me to your leader.
Private company. Sure. I see. Is it mostly private schools out here? Is it a mix of private and public schools? 99% private. And of course, kosher supermarkets maintained by an army of Mexican laborers all over town. Just keep in mind, everything's kosher. Excuse me. Do you guys take EBT?
We do.
Like, do most people come in here and use EBT? Yeah.
You just fucking spilled the tea, bro.
Okay.
Just put them on blast.
What percentage of people would you say use EBT for their groceries here? 100%. 100%?
Yo.
Wow.
I ruined it with that. Stay with Nürburgring. Got you.
He said 100%. Huh? Oh, what percentage would you say? What would be your estimate?
50, but not 100.
Because 100's too much, right? What percentage of people here use EBT for their...
Can I take a Hasidic wife? Or is that not allowed? They're not allowed to marry Goyim, right? Can I say something without anyone getting mad? It seems like that solves a skill issue. Because if you don't allow the women to marry outside of your group, well then, the incel problem is solved. Everyone gets a wife. Think about that. Marinate on that for a second. If you are forbidden to marry outside of your group, your religion, well then, you have to settle with a man. Duh!
Groceries.
35%.
A little bit difficult to conclude what to take away from that. The question is, are a lot
That's
of...
an insane tech. That's a state-mandated wife. That's elite ball knowledge.
These big families depended on the welfare state to survive. And then the secondary question is, do they work?
Yes.
The women seem kind of fine, in my opinion. Everyone knows that. Absolute smokes. Like 85% of the time.
I work here.
I know, but do the people that live here work here?
Yeah, my work is for the people that live here.
Okay, so that's what I've heard. A lot of business owners, or some people do study the Torah for a couple of years.
They do that many times.
Their wives are working. That's what I've learned too.
Too.
And a synagogue around every street's corner so the men could study the Torah while their wives went out and worked. People are studying, praying. Beautiful. Wow. Okay, I think I finally made it.
Dude, this looks like a Harry Potter building.
Synagogue. Synagogue? Okay. Let's just say hi. It's a synagogue. Can I see it? Thank you. Thank you. How do people afford to have such big families out here?
Oh, this is a problem, you know.
What
struggle? Yeah.
People struggle?
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
What do people do for jobs? Because I've noticed a ton of the Mexicans are working the retail stores.
Yeah.
What do the Jewish people do for work?
They own the business.
How do they get to own the businesses?
I have no idea. We could tip.
This is... Oh, I needed this spiritually. This is great comedic entertainment, but it's preposterous.
People work by themselves.
Okay.
They work hard. They drive buses. They are teachers. They're employees by companies. And people build up companies.
We should go there? Dude, I'm down. Half-price groceries? Are you kidding me? Dude, the protein to dollar ratio in these times?
By themselves. And people build up their business by their own. You work from 9 to 5.
So in summary, wife does everything and men looking like absolute idiots and doing nothing all day. Yeah. That's one way to look at it.
People work more. You work hard. You
Okay.
got money.
I see. It's 2:59. Why aren't people at work?
A lot of people are at work.
But
you know
you
how
guys
many
aren't at
people are
work.
living here?
Yeah.
These are all teenagers.
I see. Okay, these are young kids.
So what? I had a fucking job as a teenager. It's no excuse. Everyone's soft.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay, so do you work?
I'm in college.
Okay, where do you go to college?
Dude, like, yeah. When people say, I'm a student, I just don't relate, dude. Ever. That doesn't stop you from having a job, too. Student, job, YouTube extraordinaire, all wrapped in one. Just fucking marching towards greatness. Delusionally optimistic.
Oh, here? Okay, in town.
Yes.
Is everyone college? Do all of the adults go to work?
Most, I will say.
Most?
90%.
Okay, do people here survive off of...
A regular 9-to-5 low-wage job isn't paying for a wife, a house, and 15 kids? Shit doesn't add up. Bro did the math. Yeah, what makes you say that? 15 fucking kids! Holy shit!
Welfare?
Not true.
It's not true.
No. Everyone have to work. You have to get money. But
Yeah.
When you have a lot of kids, like you have 8 kids, you can also get benefits like...
I see. Like the official number for like Medicaid, and it was like 93%. That number is not real.
You can look it up. It's not 93%.
It will say 93%.
How the fuck do you even feed 15 kids? Like, I mean, logistically. I think you're just cooking all day. Unless they have like army buffet cafeterias where they just absolutely sling slop.
Yeah, check it up now.
But I've already looked it up. I know what it'll say. Yeah, they'll say 93%.
Where does it say?
On Google. I don't know if that's real though. That's why I'm asking. Yeah.
I don't know, because I know a lot of people and most people have a lot of kids, and even if they work,
they're
qualified.
They qualify. Yeah. Okay, we got some knowledge just now. He says there's some misconceptions about the place. Is this where you make the iconic fur hats? Hey, let's see it. Can I try it on? Okay. Thank you. Whoa. It's heavy.
Now, what's the deal with these things?
On its spins too, for 1,500 USD at the cheapest price. Thank you guys for showing me. 8K? 8,000 bucks?
$8,000. So there's a stereotype about Jews having money, right? Everyone is familiar with that trope. I think it's an overpowered tech when you stick to your own and only support other Jewish businesses. Think about that. If you mandate people to only eat kosher, well then the kosher Jewish grocery stores are going to pop off. Same thing with the hat makers. Same thing with like real estate, loans. This is nepotism maxing. And all cultures do it and they participate in it. But it's more extreme with ethno-religions. So it seems.
My God. As I was interviewing people, this dude tried...
It's the current tech for Indians, nepotism maxing. Yeah, I think that's just like a fundamental flaw in human behavior that just gets exploited, and then when money talks, bullshit walks.
To revoke my cameraman's First Amendment right to film him on a public sidewalk. It is a struggle getting B-roll out here.
Hey, it's illegal.
It isn't.
What?
It isn't.
The ultra-rich also do charity for their communities, make $100 million in Manhattan, give $5 million to subsidized grocery stores and education. Dude, where is my free groceries? Where was my free school? Help me, dude. Help me. How do I join? How do I receive the benefits? I got to put the hat on? You got 8K? Your money's tight right now, dude. I got the hair.
Hello.
Howdy.
What is the pictures about?
Can I have $8 grand so I can get a hat, please?
Like filming?
Filming what?
Just everything.
What do you mean everything?
What are you recording here? Because I feel like it.
Why?
Because I feel like it.
For whom are you recording it?
Because I feel like it.
And where will you post it?
I don't know where
The entitlement, bro.
my heart desires.
You took pictures of me personally.
I'm happy.
Yeah, we're in fucking America!
And
You look beautiful.
I want to know where you're going to post it.
Everywhere.
Because I don't want to be...
I'm sorry.
You walked into my shot, so...
No. I was before across the street and you
It's
pointed
okay.
the camera on me.
It's not a big deal. You're in public.
And then we begin...
To be fair, many Americans act this way to someone filming. That's true. The First Amendment auditors. It seems like the no camera. It's a universal hated device.
debating as to whether or not Curious Joel took out more money from the system than it gave back.
Why do you think that most people have your welfare?
The more kids you have, the more money you'd get if you're in those programs.
It's not because people are defrauding. When you have larger families, you're automatically, you can qualify in a bigger percentage.
100%.
Take out statistic and say, oh, this person has 6 kids. Look how much
This is pretty self-explanatory, but it's also dark. The more kids you have, the more help you get. So if you're cream pie pilled, there are some people that just live off the government with other people's tax-paying money.
grants they receive from the government. But if you look at their expenses, then you see it's a different ball game. It just gives you, helps you to survive. It pushes through. How much money Curious Joel community saves for the state and the federal government by the fact that we have private schools. We have big business people that pay taxes and they contribute a lot. We have a lot of charity that's helping out people, and also the
same like in Europe. The immigrants get paid by every kid they make and every wife they have with taxpayer money in Scandinavia. It's everywhere.
fact that we study Torah, which in big part includes you should be honest and stay away from crime. So thank God.
Larry Wheels performs the opposite of this. Goons and loses money. There's a lesson in there.
The crime rate is very low. So that also saves a lot of money from police enforcement and from jails.
And then they can make all their kids work and contribute to the household. Well, in Lessons for History, they talk about the rather archaic now patriarchal head of the family, being the father. And when you used to have to farm, you would have to pump out kids, right? This was a quantitative measurement, not a qualitative measurement. The more aristocratic you become socioeconomically, you can plan to have children. And there are things like contraception and sexual education and female autonomy. So with the rise of industrialization and the move of women away from just being baby-making machines into the workplace, into higher education, when they have freedom, they have a say in whether they want to create life or not. But when they don't, that's how you get 15 kids.
Notice you guys have that private security, which is taxpayer funded, right?
But that's paid from our taxes. It's the village.
Assuming you pay taxes, though, right?
Do you think someone here doesn't pay property tax?
Yeah, for sure. Renters.
I'm a renter.
You're a renter.
Yes. And my landlord 1 year increased me the rent because the tax went up. How can he afford it? Because I pay him rent.
Well, yeah, you're arguing the cost is indirectly turned over to you as the renter.
It's directly.
Let's say I had 10 kids and I made between 60 to 90K a year as a household. Then I could get almost $13,000 in cash benefits and pay no state income tax and no federal tax. So I would get $13,000 in cash, which I could then pay to, let's say, a landlord. Let's call it $2,000. That's half the year paid.
Don't get the tax credit per child. You get
You do, though.
tax credit, but once you have 3 or 4 children, you don't get more if you have more children.
That's not true. The tax credit is multiplied by how many children you have, and there's no limit to the children you can have.
Let's see it. They're arguing tax credit per child. Is there a tax credit per child for government benefits? For example, Jewish communities in Kiryas Joel. United States, there's a federal tax credit for families with children, but it works through your tax returns, not directly monthly benefits like some welfare programs. It doesn't depend on what community you live in. It depends on your income, filing status, and the ages and status of your children. You can receive up to $2,000, $2,200 per qualifying child for the 2025 tax year. Of this, up to $1,700 per child may be refundable, meaning you can get it even if you owe little or no federal income tax. Even beyond the child tax credit, some federal and state programs help low-income households with children. These include SNAP food assistance, Medicaid, and CHIP health coverage, temporary assistance, and HEAP New York State. There's no unique federal extra tax credit just reserved for that community. I mean, that much is obvious. It just seems to be the tech. Here's what he's saying. You can claim as many qualifying children as you have for the child tax credit, CTC, and as dependents, but there are limits for other credits like the Earned Income Tax Credit, EITC, for up to 3 children, and the Child and Dependent Care Credit for up to 2 children. So if you have 15 kids, you get 30 racks just like hitting your account.
Formula. And you take into account that someone has 13 kids, and they pay tuition, they pay grocery, they feed their children, and they have...
I'm arguing a lot of the taxpayers.
New York City pays per month $1,000 per child under 4 and $330 ages 4 to 16. Costs less to feed them all when everything free as well. I just Googled it. 15 kids would be like $15,000 with EBT and expenses free. There's a lot going on here. We're going to have to get a lawyer in chat to break this down.
Are paying for their children in the form of...
Or an accountant, or both.
SNAP, EBT, and healthcare in the form of Medicaid.
I got it, and I want to answer you.
Yeah.
Now, you make this budget, figure out how much this costs, and now you say that you call a cash benefit, a tax return of benefit of $13,000. This doesn't cover a
Here we go.
benefit, a tax return of...
This is what we just looked at. New York State Empire State Credit, we just discovered that. Federal child tax credit, up to $2,200 per child. Per child under 17. Federal credit plus New York State credit. Per child? Yo! Chad, is this real?
Benefit of $13,000. This doesn't cover 10 children. It's just a help.
But when you supplement that with the healthcare is covered via Medicaid, you have SNAP and EBT that helps cover groceries, if not the full amount for the groceries.
Have SNAP. The SNAP maybe would give $1,000 a month for a family, but you go in the grocery, check the prices, you can't afford, you can't feed 10 people plus...
Who created this system?
Father, mother, 12 people.
Here's the other thing, right? Now, in Jewish culture, they're supposed to multiply and have kids to repopulate. Like, that's a common theme, especially post-World War II. That's common sense. But it's like a catch-22, right? Because who is telling them to have 15 kids? Now, they're within their right to do so. You can have as many kids as you want. But it's almost like if you question that, you're like not allowed to. Like most people just don't pump out kids.
From $1,000 a month. So it's just a push, like it's a help. It's not covering.
That's true.
So, and also, me personally, I told you I'm working in the healthcare industry.
Yeah.
I don't have Medicaid. I have insurance by my employer.
Agreed,
If
yeah.
you take all business people, successful business people, just from Curious Joel, their taxes.
Dude, where is Curious Joel? Like literally in relation to New York City. I'll do it right now. Oh, 2 hours and 37 minutes away. It's not far. 50 miles.
Covers everything that we take back. There's someone, Kiva Klein, he's a big developer. I'm sure he pays a lot of taxes. You see over there, Appstone. They're compensating with their tax payments, and then they're compensating with they have charity that they help out a lot of people here. The Jewish people that you claim, they're employing like over 1,000.
They have other people and families to help, so it's subsidized same as Muslims in Germany. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this information.
People, they have a big building in Manhattan. They pay a lot of property tax. They have warehouses in New Jersey, and they're a very fair company. They're honest, and even though they are the job providers.
So you'd say overall, the Hasidic Jewish community is a financial positive.
Contributing to the United States.
He was basically arguing that the minority of extremely wealthy Jewish businessmen that employ a ton of people elsewhere easily compensates for the amount of money residents here took out of the system in various forms of welfare.
How you doing?
What do you mean 2 hours? How big is New York State? New York State's huge, but the problem is getting through Manhattan and the 5 boroughs. You with traffic there, I mean, you'll be at a standstill for an hour alone. It'll take an hour and a half to go 8-10 miles, if that. But once you get out of the city, it's smooth sailing.
How you doing? Doing well. It's a little cold.
Yeah, I know. What's going on?
Nothing much?
No?
How can I help you?
I was just called to talk to you. Some people are a little nervous to be recording with the masks and stuff, so...
It's cold. The mask stays on, you know?
I get it. You know what I mean? I just got called here, so I got to come by and...
For sure.
Do my due diligence, you know what I mean?
100%, sir.
Okay. So what are you recording for?
Just personal stuff.
I got you. It's public, so I know you can. If you've never been to a community...
It really kind of bothers me. Granted, this police officer is being generous, but I don't like the authority. It's like the forefathers freaked out over taxation without representation. They've sunk a lot of tea for what, a 2% tax? And I can't record in public? But I mean, I can, but I can't without getting pressed.
Like this, right?
Sure.
You're unknown.
Sure.
It's unusual activity. Suspicious for you to have a camera at people's faces wherever they go. You guys are going to be upset that they're here, right? And you guys are going to call us over here. Just don't engage them. You know what I mean? If that's what you guys
no one's forced to get...
So this is a great use of resources, by the way. This is a police officer, or state trooper, actually. This is the head honcho. He's got the 10-gallon hat. And instead of arresting fucking criminals, he got called, sicked on Tyler Oliveira and his cameraman. That's great. That's cool.
I'm going to get upset.
And I'm the bad guy because I want a little steak, a little piece of juicy steak. My ancestors used to kill for food.
Well, welcome to the United States of America.
I don't want to get recorded.
This is the United States.
Why do people always say camera in people's faces like he's not getting within inches of people? Because they're performative and they're fucking Karens. And they have no basis and they want to demonstrate their power, so they call the cops and it causes a scene.
America. Then just walk away. Just walk away. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is some bullshit, you know it. You don't get extra privileges. No. This is bullshit, you know it.
Yeah, they're going to be upset and calling about you guys, and you guys don't want us harassing you.
Well, why would you harass us if we're exercising our First Amendment, right?
Because you follow people.
Exactly. It's a rhetorical question. There's no means to harass us because we're doing nothing wrong.
No. Okay. There was a terrorist attack.
Fucking mugged.
Back in Australia Sunday. You come in front of synagogues with a covered face. People are allowed to get
I get the face.
No, I'm answering his question, but he didn't ask you the question, right? He was talking to me right now.
Yeah,
okay.
I agree.
What I told you too
Sure.
was if you guys are going to call about each other and have these kind of interactions, right? No, we had a fine conversation. Just leave each other alone.
All right, this is excessive. Obviously, we can talk to anyone who wants to talk. So this is the equivalent of a doctor come in here, get yourself checked out. But is this a hospital or like a doctor clinic?
Walks right past no video. Chad.
A medical facility, so there's lots of like doctor's offices. Okay.
Is this mostly for the Jewish community? Do I have to be Jewish to get health care?
Do not have to be Jewish.
Okay. Are most people here on like Medicaid?
A lot of patients are.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Okay.
She said a lot of patients are on Medicaid, which is is in conflict with what they're telling me in the synagogue.
And they're having...
What I'm realizing is I just have to pay for everything forever. I volunteer. You know, I'll just work harder. I'll pay more taxes. I got it, guys. Here at Third Eye Global, we are providers. We are grinders. We are work horses.
So many kids, Curious Joel's population doubled from 2010 to 2024.
How many kids on average does each family have out here?
Between 2 and really
35.
predictable.
Like 2 to 10?
Yeah,
How many do you have?
3.
3. Okay, that's pretty small for out here, right?
I'm still in the younger age.
How old are you?
27.
Okay, young man. What do people do for work out here?
There's all kind of work. There's a lot of educated people. There's everything. Anyways, I gotta go work. Thank you so much.
What do you do for work, by the way?
I'm doing a few things. I'm driving bus.
Depends who's asking. They're all just bus drivers for the kids that they keep having, and they all study. Anyone building a building is Spanish, and anyone working a normal job is not Jewish.
I'm working in a mechanic shop. I'm working a lot in the office.
That's a lot of jobs.
Yes.
So if you want to talk about people living in a theocratic, ethnic enclave, then look no further. Curious Joel is...
I mean, that is exactly how I would describe it as well. It is a mini theocracy that is allowed to function as a microcosm within America. Raises a lot of interesting questions.
An example of that, and then some. When people are talking about Dearborn, Michigan this, Dearborn, Michigan that, this is an example of only Jews living here, and a lot of them are tapping into welfare benefits.
What are you going to do, huh? Are we out to Curious Joel? I'm a fan of both, to be honest. We need more Somalians. We need more ethnic enclaves. We need more religion. I don't even care which one at this point. We have to get closer to God.